we are going to do the justification of the title. And what is the title of the story? A Question of Trust. How apt, how correct is this title for the story? Here, a thief who gets a taste of his own medicine. Horace Danby had come to steal somebody. He had come to break open the door. But what does he find in the house? That someone has cheated him. And he himself, someone has cheated him of the opportunity, or you can say, to take away all the money, all the wealth from that sale. So a taste of his own medicine. He came to cheat someone and he is cheated by someone. He trusted the thief and he got cheated. He met a lady in the house, a young and a pretty lady in a red dress, and he trusted that thief. Why he trusted the thief? He did not know that lady. He did not know that lady was the mistress of the house. But anyway, even if he had a little doubt that she was a thief, he trusted her. Why? Because he thought that there is a code of conduct among the thieves, and that one thief will never cheat another thief. This is an unwritten code of conduct that one thief never cheats, and he believed in this code of conduct, but yet he got cheated because that lady, she did not believe in it. He thought that even thieves had code of conduct. He believed that thieves had code of conduct, but this incident showed him that there was nothing like that. Which he strictly followed strictly, broke his belief idea of honor among thieves. He also had the idea that there is honor among thieves, that the thieves, there is an unwritten code, there is an honor that one thief will always try to help the other thief. One thief will never try to disclose any facts or disclose anything, or put another thief into any kind of problem, or inform the police about the other thief and his way of modus operandi, his way of doing the work and all. It is believed that the thieves do not disclose about each other, because if one is caught, might be the other one will also be caught, but because many a times they are interlinked, they are connected to each other. So he believed in the honor of thieves, but here he does not get this. He finds that he has been cheated and his trust has been broken. So this is a question of trust. Question is that should he have believed that lady? Should he have trusted that lady? That lady was unknown to him. He just met her in the house. So the question is that should he have trusted that lady? So this is a question of trust, and this very aptly, this title talks about this, tells about this story, and it proves that that it was a question of trust, to trust that lady at that moment or not. Now, I hope it is clear. Now we come to the message of this story. Each story has a message. Each story has a message to give, and this message here, when we read the story, each story, there is a message, there is a moral to the story. What message do we get from this story? One should not trust anyone without finding out about the person. We should not trust anyone without finding about that person. First, we should know about that person, we should know his background, and then only we should trust him. Like what Horace Danby did, that he never knew about that lady, he did not know anything about that lady, and he trusted her. And because of this, he was in trouble. So here we should make it a rule that when we are going to trust someone, at least know something about him, at least try to find out something about him. Second thing, we might act wrong due to circumstances, but the end result should always be good and beneficial for the others. Due to certain circumstances, we have to act in a way that is not right, that is not proper, that is not good, that is not correct, that is not moral. But the end result should be such that it should be good and beneficial for the others. It should not be good and beneficial, the wrong act that we are doing. It should not serve our own purpose. It should not help me individually, but it should be beneficial for the others. This is the moral. And if your act, if your action, if your work, if it is immoral, it is something wrong, it is sinful, out of circumstances, you have to do these things, you can justify it if your action is good for others, if it is helping others, if it is bringing some relief to others, then only that we can consider it to be good. So these are the 2 points of the message of the story. I hope it is clear, and if there are any other points, you can add to it. If you can think of any other points about the message, you can add to it. Thank you very much. You know that there are two important characters in this story. Horace Danby is the protagonist, and the protagonist means the main character of the story, around whom all the important events revolve. So here Horace Danby is the protagonist of this story. Let's know about him. He is a good and honest man and led a simple life. So we know that Horace Danby is good. In the society, all the people around him knew him as a good and an honest man. Now see, this honest man is within inverted commas because he is exactly not honest, but yet he enjoyed this reputation of an honest man in the society. He was an uncommon thief. The most important part about him is that he was an uncommon thief. He loved reading books. He loved reading rare books. He loved reading expensive and rare books. And because of this taste of his, because of this love of reading expensive and rare books, he became a thief. He was good and respectable reputation in the society, but not completely honest. I told you just now that not everyone knew. Everyone in the society knew him as an honest man, but not everyone in the society knew that he was a thief also. That he was not completely honest and that he was a thief also. What he used to do every year, he used to rob a safe, not only from the rich, once a year, where he knew that he could get a good amount, from where he could steal a good amount. He used to rob such places, especially from the rich, and this he did only once a year. This is very important because this made him uncommon. That the amount of the money out of the robbery which he got was only once in a year. He got that, and it was a big amount. So he did this only for the love of his books and to lead though he earned enough money to lead a good life and a happy life, but yet because his love for books was so great, so intense, that he loved collecting rare books, he loved collecting expensive books, so he had to rob safes. Meticulous in his work. He was very meticulous in his planning, especially the robbery. He used to study all the maps about the house, about the inmates of the house very carefully before going for a robbery. Plans to the last detail, where every little detail was planned by him before he went for a robbery, and this paid off. Why it paid off? Because for last 15 years he had been doing this and he had not been caught. So this shows that he was very meticulous in his work and he was so experienced and clever that he was not able to, he was not caught in the last 15 years. But the last time that he went to do for the robbery, he was tricked by another fellow thief. He was tricked, and this was a young lady. She threatened him that she would call the police and he would be sent to prison. And this he hated. Already 15 years ago he had visited the prison. He was sentenced to the prison once and he hated that place. So under no circumstances he wanted to go to that prison again. But he could not say that. He was tricked by that young lady and got arrested. Now children, when you are writing the points, when you are writing the qualities or when you are writing the characteristics of that person or that character, it is very important to give the examples, give examples from the book so that the reader will understand that how and where this man was a common thief, or he was a good man, or he was an honest man, and how he was tricked by them. So a little of all the points has to be given, substantiated by the examples from the chapters. Then only it will be your answer is complete. Just writing these points is not going to make your answer complete. For all these points, example from the book substantiating the answers. Examples have to be furnished with, these have to be furnished with examples from the book, from the story. Then only your answer is going to be complete. I have put the answers in point-wise so that will help you to recollect all those points. Just looking at the points, you can recollect the whole story about the character. Now, what we are going to do here is about the lady whom he meets. And this lady, he meets a lady when he goes to that house to rob the safe. Suddenly he finds finds a lady there, and both of them are very surprised because the lady never expected to meet Horace there. Neither Horace were expected to meet a lady there, because he was very sure that on that particular day, there was no one in the house. The inmates were away in London and the servants had gone for. So he knew that for next 3 to 4 hours, the whole house was his and he could do anything properly. But he was surprised to find a lady there. She was a present looking young and she was very beautiful. She was dressed in a red dress. Introduced as owner's wife. This lady, she had the confidence to introduce herself as the owner's wife. She was very clever and quick-witted. She was very surprised in a way she heard the sneeze, Dandy sneeze and came into the room, and she was surprised to see Dandy there. But she was very clever and quick-witted, and with all the confidence, she tried to show that she was the owner of the house. Of course, she was very confident, surprised to see Horace, but gathers her wits and does not make Horace feel that she is also a thief or she doesn't belong to that place. In fact, looking at her, seeing her there, Horace had become nervous. Turned situation to her advantage. She turned the whole situation to her advantage so that Horace could never find out that she was not the owner of the house. She threatened to call the police. She threatened to call the police. She knew that Horace is a thief and he'd be frightened by this. So she showed her confidence and said that she would call the police. And this, being caught by the police and being sentenced to the jail, made Horace very nervous. And once he became nervous, he started committing small mistakes, which she utilized for her gain. And she makes a deal. She is clever enough, she is witty enough to make a deal, and she turns the situation to her advantage when she says that she would not call the police, she would save him if he broke the safe for her. Because she posed as the owner's wife and she said that the owner is away, her husband is away, and if Dandy broke the safe, then she would let him go. Now, doesn't believe in honor among thieves, and she does not believe in the code of conduct of the thief. She doesn't believe in this, that there should be honor among thieves. Why? Because being a thief, she cheated Horace Dandy, who was another thief. I hope these two characters are in point-wise and they will help you to understand and write your answers properly. So please let the two main characters or the only characters of the story, and you have understood this. Thank you very much.